you a little bit about a journey that I've been on for a long time, 30 years. Go ahead, turn that. I had the pleasure of meeting this young guy when he was 15 years old, and he then went on to go to beauty school, and he was my very first apprentice. And he taught me a very valuable lesson about asking for help and relying on help, and it was kind of my first experience with having an apprentice. I knew he wasn't going to stick around in Ohio very long. He was way too big for our city. He's now a hairdresser to the stars. He is the lead hairdresser for Fashion Star television show. He's also a spokesperson for Suave. He does hundreds of YouTube videos, and which you can find Elevator Makeover. He works for Glamour magazine, and he was a contestant on Sheer Genius the first year. So I guess I taught him as much as he taught me, because one of the things Theodore does is a lot of contract work, and he thought of me for a particular project he was working on. He is doing some contract work for Milady. Milady provides a lot of textbooks for beauty school students. They also have a huge online presence for educating hairdressers. And they were working on a series of DVDs about client mishaps and how you handle them. And they wanted a celebrity stylist, they wanted a stylist who worked behind the scenes of movies and television, and they wanted a stylist who really works behind the chair. And he said, "I think I've got your girl." So he called me then and asked me if I would audition for it, and I got to do this last February, and that was my first experience with this sort of thing, and Hollywood in production and all that kind of thing, and it was pretty incredible to have somebody that I mentored years ago then turn around and pay it forward for me. So I actually have the teaser of the video, which is now available online for purchase for stylists who are having trouble with mishaps and how you handle them. But I really think this little teaser is the epitome of how I treat my clients, and so it was a great experience for me. So if you want to go ahead, Paige, I think that's the next slide.
Yes.
We're having some difficulty.
This room is pretty moody with the AV stuff, so
you are
we're going to give
very
this a shot.
Austin, and I'm coming to you from the perspective of a hairstylist working behind the chair for 30 years. Mishaps do happen. Everybody makes mistakes in this industry. What do you think? I don't know, it's a little plain. She was less than pleased with her haircut.
Not exactly what I was hoping for.
I started to panic. And despite the situation, how you handle it is really what matters. I had to reassess the situation and move quickly. She probably would have left. I didn't really waste any time. I went through photos with Jessica. Using my sculpted razor, I'm just creating some space. I decided to take the length up a couple of inches shorter. You know you can't glue hair back on. So it's kind of important to understand the type of end result we're looking for. I knew that I was heading in the right direction. I could definitely sense her tension easing. What do you think? I love it! I was really happy in the end that I was able to deliver the service that Jessica had visualized. In the end, I think it blew us both away. Mishaps are a drag, but they can always be fixed.
She was an actress, and it was, you know, the finished product makes it look far more glamorous than it really was. That was actually at Sally Hirschberger Salon in Hollywood, which, you know, Sally Hirschberger in the hair industry is a rock star. So it was a great experience for me, but what I really got out of it is I am not a Hollywood person. I have no desire to work in that kind of stress and tension. For me, it's really about relationship building and connecting with the person on a one-to-one basis. And it was great to kind of receive some kind of accolades for being in the industry for so long, and it was a great experience, but I really came away from it feeling less like, boy, I could have had this big glamorous career in Hollywood, or I could have done hair for the stars, and really just came back with a much more settled feeling of that I'm on track and I'm doing what it is that I've wanted to do my whole life, even if I doubted it, which is just to make someone's day better. Because when they come to me, they could have had the worst morning in the whole wide world, and I could either contribute to that morning and they could carry that on the rest of the day, and their energy can go out into the world and to the people that they run into, or I can make a difference in turning that around. And it was definitely a great experience from that point, and I got paid really well for it, which was super cool until tax time. So anyway, so really what it boils down to for me is just trying to deliver outstanding customer service. So I spent some time last night thinking about why that's important to me. It's not just about a skill level, but why it's important to me that I deliver really good customer service, and it really is about the relationship. I spend most every single day going above and beyond what I feel that I can, and I go home every single night and I ask myself, did I do good hair today? And I still do that after 30 years. I don't always hit the mark, but I usually, most of the time, hit it pretty close. So I also give the level of service that I expect to receive. It's just that kind of thing for me. You know, I go out of my way for you, and I hope that, you know, you go out of your way for me, not the people in the room, but people in the service industry in general. And really, at the end of the day, that's what I do for everything. Whether it's an exercise or a fundraising event that I'm experiencing for the first time, or volunteering, it's just going to the nth degree to do the best that I can do. And I really feel like that's what a client gets when they come to me, and they get my undivided attention, and they do get really good customer service. So I feel like if you know anybody that puts a high value on that, which most of you do, please send them my way, because I can help them. In the Austin, Shanti Salon and Spa.